I'm Skip Walker. I'm a home inspector in the San Francisco Peninsula area, and today I just want to talk to you really quickly about forced air furnaces and the consequences of having air leakage on the return air side of the system, specifically in the return air plenum and the ducting immediately adjacent to the appliance. The why we care part is very simple. Under the wrong set of conditions, return air side leaks can pose a significant safety concern to the occupants of the home, and in some cases may actually be life-threatening. Air always moves from high pressure to low pressure. So if you have a return air with a fan in operation, that area is significantly negative in air pressure and will draw air from any place it can around it, including the enclosure and the furnace above. Small rooms in areas like utility enclosures in a hall with a furnace in it, small laundry rooms, areas that may also have a water heater pose especially significant concerns with regard to return air side leaks. Depressurizing those areas can cause the byproducts of combustion at the furnace to actually be sucked or drawn down the flue instead of venting to the exterior. You can also move air backwards kind of across the burner assembly. Those burner assemblies were never intended to have air flow in reverse to the direction of the flame. Whenever this happens, you can have a incomplete combustion as a result. So either venting back down into the enclosure, or venting and sucking air out of the burner assembly can cause the burner to operate in a manner that produces incomplete combustion. A component of incomplete combustion is always carbon monoxide. The more incomplete the combustion, the more carbon monoxide that gets produced. And as we know, carbon monoxide poses a very significant issue because it's odorless and colorless and can actually cause neurologic damage as well as loss of life. The furnace fan creates significant negative air pressure. So even a furnace that has an induced draft motor, or another one that might be a 90 plus furnace and has a fan to force the air up the vent, the fan on the return air side is bigger, and the bigger fan always wins when it comes to suction. So even on a high efficiency furnace, you can still backdraft it if the wrong set of conditions occur. If the base of the furnace isn't sealed properly where it connects to the return air, or there's leakage in the return air plenum, this can result in byproducts of combustion being drawn into the circulated air for the living space. Mixing return air, cold air from the dwelling with combustion byproducts is referred to as entrainment, which is simply a fancy word to mean it gets mixed. Entraining combustion byproducts into the air circulated in the living space does pose a significant safety concern, and in really extreme cases can actually be life-threatening. So if we see a furnace in a closet and the return air is down below, a very common set of circumstances, as soon as the fan comes on, we get negative air pressure in that return air compartment. As soon as that happens, if there's any leakage between the enclosure that the furnace is in and the return air, we'll see combustion byproducts being drawn potentially into the living space. As we see from this video, that's actually a furnace in a hall closet. The return air side leak was so egregious that it actually would suck the door shut. I didn't touch it. It was just the door being drawn shut by the furnace fan. When that happens, then combustion byproducts in that negative air pressure zone around the furnace are then drawn into the return air side, resulting in potentially very concerning safety issues. If you like this video, take a moment, like it, subscribe. I hope to be posting more videos in the near future. If you want to know more about me or the books that I write, codecheck.com. propertyevaluation.net are where I can be found. If you're looking for a home inspector in your area outside of the peninsula, I would suggest you go to the American Society of Home Inspectors, or if you're in California, the California Real Estate Inspection Association, or CREA. Both of those groups have very high standards in terms of inspector certification. I personally belong to both of them and highly recommend them. So hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and hope to see you perusing one of my videos in the near future.